Johnny Depp didn't just buy a French village. He spent millions rebuilding a psyche that Hollywood nearly destroyed. While the world dissected his courtroom battles and headline scandals, Depp was somewhere else entirely. Hand-selecting weathered limestone, restoring ancient timber, preserving cracks instead of polishing them away. This wasn't celebrity luxury, it was reconstruction. But here's the question no one is asking. Is this a simple renovation? Or a symbolic fortress built to keep the artificiality of fame out forever? Let's decode the village. Hidden in the hills of Plan de la Tour in southern France sits Depp's 19th century hamlet. Not a mansion, not a chateau, but an entire village. Unlike the polished marble estates of Beverly Hills, this place rejects gloss. No mirrored infinity pools. No sterile white minimalism. No glass walls begging to be photographed. Instead, weathered limestone, sun-faded shutters, irregular cobblestones that look like they've survived centuries. Where Hollywood worships perfection, this village worships texture, and that contrast matters. Because Hollywood is artificial light, controlled angles, curated identities. Provence is erosion, time, imperfection. This estate isn't screaming wealth, it's whispering permanence. And that whisper is a rebellion against digital perfection culture. Depp didn't modernize the ruins, he preserved them. Ancient timber beams remain exposed. Reclaimed stone walls keep their cracks. Patina isn't erased, it's honored. Why? Because ruins don't pretend. They show damage and survival at the same time. There's something deeply symbolic about choosing materials that have already endured centuries. After years of public fragmentation, accusations, and media spectacle, choosing ancient stone feels like choosing stability. Reclaimed wood doesn't break under pressure easily, it's already proven itself. The restoration itself becomes metaphor. When you rebuild something damaged, you don't erase the scars, you reinforce them, and maybe that's exactly what this village represents. Not reinvention, but integration. This isn't a house. It's a private hamlet, a controlled ecosystem. Multiple structures arranged inward, a layout that centers around communal space, but shields the perimeter. Psychologically, that's fascinating, because a private village is different from a private mansion. A mansion isolates, a village organizes. It allows intimacy on your terms. The perimeter walls? Limestone barriers against the relentless gaze of global media. After decades of cameras, lenses, and public trials, building a space where access is controlled becomes more than luxury. It becomes psychic protection. It's architecture as boundary setting. And for someone whose life was lived in front of millions, boundaries are everything. One of the most symbolic restorations? The chapel. Not as a spectacle, not as branding, but as preservation. A chapel represents spiritual centering. The town square? Community. These aren't random renovations. They're archetypal symbols. For decades, Depp disappeared into characters. Pirates, Mad Hatters, outsiders. He became fiction for a living. But restoring a village is different. You're not pretending to be someone else. You're becoming the builder. And that role may be the most important one yet. Because builders integrate. They don't escape. For someone who has spent decades inhabiting fictional realities, anchoring into physical, tactile creation may be the most grounding act possible. Stone doesn't lie. Wood doesn't perform. It simply exists. And maybe that's what he needed. Historically, artists retreat when the noise becomes unbearable. But retreat doesn't always mean defeat. Sometimes it means recalibration. This village may redefine the archetype of the modern reclusive artist, not hiding in bitterness, but constructing peace deliberately. If the restoration is complete, it may mark something bigger, a transition from defense to serenity, from reaction to authorship. Because when you build your own sanctuary, you stop fighting narratives. You simply live inside your own. And maybe that's the final chapter here. Not a scandal, not a comeback, but reclamation, a living monument to the successful rewriting of one's own story. So next time someone says Johnny Depp bought a village, maybe the better question is, did he buy land? Or did he buy silence? And if you had the chance to rebuild your life from ancient stone, what would your sanctuary look like? Let me know below.